All right, let's check at least a portion of the health of the global air traffic market. We've got an expert. Ofer Gat is the head of the North American and South American routes for Israel Airlines. Ofer, good to have you with us. Thanks for coming into Bloomberg.
Good to be here again. Thank you.
Let's start with North America, first of all. What have you seen in terms of traffic patterns?
Well, fortunately, and we can see a big increase for the last few months. We are coming back almost to the numbers of 2008, and we tend to see like 15% increase, for example, for the coming Passover holiday, and we anticipate at least 10% increase to the coming summer.
How bad did it get during the downturn?
Oh, it was bad. The whole industry lost around 15% of total passenger traffic, and I think that in terms of revenue, it was around 25%. So it was bad. We are getting back part of it, although profit-wise, we have got still a long way to go.
Now, a lot of airlines, they cut capacity in order to respond to that situation. Was that your strategy?
We did some. We tried not to do too much because we believe that we have got a hardcore clientele that is going to Israel every year. But we, of course, adjusted our capacity. We are much more flexible than other airlines, so we don't necessarily need to cut capacity all the way, but we do it in a very low season and in days that we think that we should do that. But we can increase it very quickly as well.
So you can almost micromanage the capacity based on where there's demand or lack of demand.
That's right. That's one of the things that we're expert in.
Talk now about what's happening in South America. I know you've got that route going from Brazil.
Mm-hmm. We found out that we have got there a whole continent that has not good enough connection to Israel, and we decided that we should initiate a new route, which we did last May. And so far,
this is Sao Paulo.
It's Sao Paulo, and from Sao Paulo we have got interline agreements with a lot of domestic airlines, which take our passengers back and forth between Sao Paulo and the rest of the continent. And so far it was a huge success in terms of the number of clients that we have got. We actually increased the market because we created a new product that wasn't there. So the market between Israel and South America was increased by at least 20% since the time we have come to Sao Paulo.
Now, has that helped to offset the decline that you mentioned in the North American market?
Yes and no. Again, it's worldwide. Of course, it offsets something, but we are looking at each region as a profit center, and we tend to try to keep as much of the traffic, market share, and profit as we can. In that case, we are moving back, as I said, to the kind of traffic that we have got about 2 years ago.
Now, what about costs and the cost inputs? For example, oil, $82 a barrel. Is that too high in your mind?
Well, you know, when you get oil to 140, 150, you see the price peak so high, then 82 looks like a reasonable price, and that's the way we look at it. So 82 is something that is manageable. 140 isn't.
What about the actual aircraft? Are you looking at ways to conserve fuel? Because that's one of the biggest costs of running an aircraft.
Yes, we do. We already changed about 1/3 of our fleet during the last 3 years. We got rid of old 757s and 767s, and we bought new 737s from Boeing. And we are looking for new 777s in the coming years, in order first to renew our fleet and then, of course, to conserve fuel.
All right, so you're looking for perhaps some 777s. Anyone from Boeing, take note. What about the 787 Dreamliner? I'm sure you've at least been reading about the tests that Boeing has been flying the aircraft. What's your take on that?
Well, somewhere along the way, we will have them, and they will replace our 767s because they are not They are not big enough to replace the 777s or the Jumbos, of course, but they are excellent and perfect to replace the 767. We don't have any definite order for those aircrafts, but we will eventually.
Oh, I know that you're not responsible for air travel, El Al air travel outside North America, South America, but give us a sense of what the business is like outside these routes, let's say to Europe.
Europe is still suffering. We don't see the same increase that we have seen in North America. And again, it's perfectly related to the economical situation over there. America suffered first and suffered more than the rest of the world. And I think that whatever increase we are seeing is really related to the improvement of the economy in the United States compared to the rest of the world, especially Europe. The Far East is totally different. We see increase because there the economical situation didn't become so bad as in the United States, and we see a recovery there, which is quite encouraging for us.
And where would you be looking to add routes, do you think?
We will be looking to add routes in the Far East and to the United States as well, and we are searching for more routes for the coming year. A destination like Chicago, for example, or Miami, that we withdrew from when oil peaked to 140, and maybe some other destinations. We believe that although we are established quite nicely in the United States, we still have a long way to go in order to take advantage of the increasing traffic and increasing demand and interest in Israel.
All right, I want to thank you very much, Ofer Gat, the head of North American, South American operations for El Al Airlines. I appreciate your thoughts on the airline industry.